Alright guys, let me just say that the C8s are so close to being delivered, and I'm incredibly excited about the production and seeing all these photos and videos of the parking lot next to the Bowling Green plant just rammed with colorful C8s. And apparently the parking lot capacity used to be around 1,500 spots, and they've now expanded it to fit up to 2,000 spots just for the new C8. Guys, sorry, let me back up. I was way too excited. Welcome back to Daily Downshift. Thank you for joining me today. I just have a bit of information for you regarding the C8 production. Alright, in case you didn't know, the official production began on February 3rd. You may be wondering, where the heck are all these cars, seeing as how it's been 2 weeks? I ask myself the same thing, and pretty often actually. However, we can't forget the 6-week UAW strike, which definitely set things back. Not to mention the additional time needed for the retooling process. So we can't really blame GM for the delays, and I personally don't. As I said, I am just so thrilled about when we get the call to come and pick up our C8 from the dealership. And if you're new to the channel, we are from Toronto, Canada, so it may take a little bit longer, but hey, it's all worth the wait. In case you guys didn't know, there are already so many C8s that have been built. And my giddiness aside, the already built C8s are in something called QCH, which stands for Quality Control Hold. This is absolutely routine testing for GM looking for things like rattles and panel fitment as an example. They basically hold back batches of built cars while the other vehicles are being built. The whole aim is really to discover any latent defects with the build process and then implement them accordingly to the vehicles they have held back. It's much more effective than having dealers fix issues themselves, or obviously at the expense of sending them back. And of course, if there are no issues found, then the vehicles will be released and customers can begin to pick them up. So from what I've been hearing, it looks like as of today's date, that's February the 18th, they are on VIN numbers in the 900s plus. I've actually seen people state that they are lucky number 910. That's the latest number that I've seen, which means that they are really working hard down there at the plant, and I thank them for that. Especially with all the sightings of trucks hauling trailers full of these BEA beautiful cars. Now, in terms of a date, I have seen that they are aiming to have the cars in the hands of customers on February 28th. But to be completely honest, I can no longer remember or even find the source of that date. However, keep in mind that it is entirely tentative and subject to change. That being said, the C7 Corvette's production began in early September, and the first cars were delivered on or after September 18th. So it did seem a bit quicker with that car, but I think that because of the massive hype around this car, they're really holding themselves to a bit of a higher standard. To be honest, if they need an extra week, not that big of a deal as long as they can mitigate all the potential issues. So basically what I'm trying to tell you is that they've already built hundreds of C8s. And they're obviously in QCH, and they're sitting around at the factory, or they've been taken to other GM facilities. Effectively, what this now means is that we are past status code 3800, which is order produced, VIN is available. We are now on 4B00, which means order bayed, vehicle is waiting on transportation or pulled for quality control. Obviously, the vehicles aren't waiting for transportation, but they are pulled aside for quality control. And the next step after that, yes, you guessed it, is order shipped. So with that in mind, comment down below when you think the first batch of customer cars will arrive at dealerships, or even if anyone has heard anything, then definitely share with the rest of the group. I think it's absolutely insane that the super long wait has already passed, and they may actually be coming this month. I really can't wait to see one on the road, and guys, if you do enjoy our content, do consider subscribing because we are all about bringing you epic car content, and we have some awesome things planned, so hopefully you plan on sticking around. But for now, we'll catch you in the next one. Drive safe, everyone.